Yo, yo, what up? It's your boy Soulo. Now we back here again with another one. And this is gonna be about how masculine and feminine should be working together in a natural way. And, people should just have common sense of knowing masculine and feminine should be together, period. And I'm making this video because there's a lot of people in this world with a synthetic, greedy mindset, based on ego, narcissism, and how, the capitalistic system made things this way, and just making life harder, and just chasing after money and synthetic material gain, and disaligning individuals in their natural divine, masculine and feminine natures. So this causes distractions and mental illnesses on both parties, male and female, on how to be relatable and be in alignment and just having common sense. It just creates a lot of competition, ego, different beliefs, heartbreaks, just synthetic way of relating, and just having this expectation of things, how men should have this high unnatural synthetic expectation of this amount of income, or what he should bring to the table, or how he should look, and things of that nature. And how females don't get lost in their emotions, and not understanding that the common sense and spirituality of masculine and feminine is just part of nature. And people need to understand that divine order. And this is not for everybody, because not everybody at least has common sense, but there's still a large portion of people who don't have common sense, or just stuck in their desires and ego, which is caused by all these mental illnesses by the system. So same thing goes for the men, because men need to realize women are more emotional based on their feminine natures, and men are more about the mental natures, and how they use their mind to provide, and think, have visions, and create. And women are supposed to nurture that vision, and give birth to new experiences with that relationship. And it's all about rejuvenation, nurturing, and things of that nature that the woman provides. So it just creates a dynamic duo type shit. And by understanding that the system is synthetic, and how it's disaligning individuals and distracting individuals to to be more independent, and not knowing themselves correctly, not having the character, or the knowing of how to be relatable, and just to know thyself, and just be authentic, and just knowing your worth on both parties. That's the necessary component of how relationships work. And that's about having a common sense that male and female come together to work together, and build and have foundations, and things of that nature. So yeah, so people are just there's a lot of people with synthetic mindsets, and it's just unfortunate how everybody's just chasing after money, chasing after all these synthetic material shit. Freaking people just care about too much of what they get for as a gift, like Christmas, birthday parties. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just people overly do it. People don't understand are not connected with nature. They're not connected with the divine order of respecting how relationships should be by culture. How people just expect things from each other in a synthetic way. And, you know, people should put God first, put nature first, put on the just having the common sense of, you know, masculine and feminine. It is what it is. And, you know, is people need to go more deeper within themselves and, you know, just understand that there's a more simple way of doing things, and it's, you know, more relatable, and, you know, it's all about knowing yourself and engaging with the truth instead of just getting distracted by the synthetic capitalistic way of life. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. I think I had another point, but I'm not sure. But, you know, long story short, people have synthetic ways of interacting with each other and having all these retarded expectations when we should be building cultures and just being authentic and putting God and nature first. And that's it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Peace.